Yo, it's your boy CEO, back again with another video. You know what I'm saying? Today I decided, let me give them something to laugh at. You know what I'm saying? Let me give them a reason to laugh at me. So I thought, why not talk about some expensive mistakes that I've made in my time in business, in the fashion world, and so on and so forth. You're always investing in yourself. Throughout the whole thing, you're just investing in yourself, you know what I mean? So realistically, these are good problems, good losses, you know what I'm saying? You should never really think too deep into them, and I never really do it. That's why I'm 4 years in. A lot of people, they release something and then it doesn't really sell out as fast as they thought it would, and then they quit after that. I choose not to, man. I choose to get over those hurdles, to learn from those expensive mistakes and never repeat them again, which works out in my favor because then we never repeat those mistakes again, and all we can do from there is win. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, not going to be in order, by the way. But let me start with the one that I just think like this is the silliest thing ever. Do you know what I mean? We bought some socks. We decided, listen, we need to up the uniform. Let's think about socks, boxers, blah 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 blah. This is when, now I'm trying to really diversify a little bit, add accessories in there. You know what I'm saying? Like increase that customer experience. It's not just the t-shirts, it's the boxers sometimes, and it's just an entirely different outfit from other brands. Everything else, do you know what I mean? But the boxers, they're guilty. But the socks, they're guilty. You know what I mean? Just always have a little bit of guilty, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking at the time, we need entry level items, you know what I'm saying? We need a reason to sell an item for £20, but it will never be a t-shirt that we're selling for £20. No way. So socks, boxers. I was thinking along those lines. So here we go. We buy 200 socks for $650. Bear in mind, this was all our money together. We had $650 in total, the two of us. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bear in mind, we could have done anything else. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we had so many t-shirt designs out, so we could have got more t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? We could have opted for beanies. We could have, made a deal with the manufacturer and got some shorts going. You know what I mean? We could have got so many different things, but we decided 200 pairs of socks. Now, what makes it even more of an expensive mistake is the manufacturer messed these socks up. This is why when I was doing the car boot, the trapping out the boot, I gave the socks out for free. I didn't even sell them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the socks, they were printed both on the left side. So on the left foot, it's exactly where it needs to be. The logo is on the side of the outer leg, but on the right foot, it's on the inside of the right leg. Do you know what I mean? This was all 200 socks. I remember when the package landed, it was that was not a good move, man. It wasn't. We deeped it not too long after. That was stupid, bro. The next one, what did I say? Paid $150 for Instagram ads, but the post was just a template design. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything crazy. It was literally like this. Imagine, you make an ad, like this, whatever your template is in it. I'm working on something different here. Working on some packaging for my G caps. You know what I mean? The first release did so well. You know what I mean? It's sold out. It's good to be selling out again. Do you know what I mean? But so I thought, let me improve the customer experience. You see how Nike used to have the do-rags in the packaging, in the cardboard packaging and stuff. It's just that experience, that quality experience. Think about the 16-year-olds when they order, you know what I'm saying, these G caps, and it comes in this packaging, and at the back, you know what I'm saying, it's one of the era boys really showing how to rep it, the attitude, the facial expression, you know what I mean, because it would be a headshot, innit? I'm getting off course, but just to quickly let you know about stuff that's in the pending future and whatnot. But essentially it's just a template, and I've decided, you know what I'm saying, £150 to push this out, thinking it's going to increase the followers and the sales. Of course it didn't, do you know what I'm saying? So once again, an expensive mistake, learn from it, you can move on from it, failing forward. The third one, decided to work with a manufacturer from Pakistan, finessed 149 from man. This was for a jacket sample. Yes. This is in my second year. What we had even started doing as well was like, we just bought jackets from Zara or whatever, and then we just went to our local printers and got them to just heat press it, heat press Guilty on the back. I'll add a picture of my jacket in it. But yeah, so we were rocking that for a minute, you know what I'm saying? People are feeling it. We're like, okay, cool. Might be doing a that thing for real. So, you know what I'm saying? We was looking into getting the first Guiltyera jacket out. You know what I mean? Spent 149 quid. These times we were in uni, bro. Like, times have always been tough financially, with a startup. Like, that's the common problem, innit? Until it's not. Not that we're complaining, but it just is what it is. But yeah, that's the jacket that should have been, could have been, would have been, you know what I'm saying? But because these Pakistani manufacturers finessed, man, it's like we was just disheartened from there and went back to the basics, t-shirts and other stuff like that, innit? 4, first photo shoot was in a film studio, not an actual photo shoot studio, so we had to work with what we had for sure. Oh my goodness. Yo, yeah, this is the Guilty by Association shoot. Yeah, man, of course it was me that found the studio but people shouldn't trust me to really plan stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the best guy for this. I'm like a big child. So yeah, it was a film studio. It had like a section there, it was like a bar set up. You know what I'm saying? The actual background, because in the studios, it's meant to be a white background, white as possible, innit? And then it's the color grading and, you know what I mean, the contrast, saturation, blah, blah, blah. All these things, they're just in Photoshop, innit? That's where you begin to sort out your lighting and stuff. But ideally, you want the background to be white. Do you know what I mean? So in our case, it was just like this curtain, this beige curtain, and me and my boy Taffy, we had to hold it side by side like this, stretching it as much as possible so that there's no creases and stuff like that. And then the models would stand in front of it. Man, what a time. Yeah, that was an expensive mistake, man, and that was the very first one. Do you know what I mean? Because it's literally the photo shoot for these t-shirts. It's this is the first thing we're doing, and we're already off to a rocky start, but we made it work. We still use those exact same photos even for the website. We've honestly come a long way, man. Wow, it's been a blessing. But yeah, okay, last one. Paid influencers for content, but there was zero return on investment from it. Yeah, I can't lie, that's one of those expensive mistakes you kind of repeat more than once, and it just makes sense to you know what I mean? Because influencer marketing is a big part of the game in any industry, across any industry. If you can get the right representative with the right pool, with the right community, it's you're hitting the belly essentially, because their community becomes a fan of you. You know what I'm saying? You gain their community. That's how the game's meant to go, and in return they get money or clothes and money. You know what I'm saying? But in our case, every single time that we've actually paid for these influencers, the return hasn't been quite great. So it's not really something that I fully vouch for. Now I find myself trying to create more organic content with my friends. I find that goes a much longer way. It's more genuine. You know what I'm saying? And if they genuinely like the stuff, they will be wearing it as often as possible. And if someone does ask, they won't be gatekeeping. They will be screaming, "It's my boy's brand. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me take the phone." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not something that I'm fully saying, we're not doing it no more. Definitely, if we find the right influencers now, and of course, although man's quite price conscious, I'd be willing to spend the amount. You know what I'm saying? If the return is just if it's visibly clear, like, yeah, cool, there's actually going to be a return from this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in my time of business, all my days, guys, let me tell you this one. Yeah, this is the last one, and this is not really okay. Cool. I don't know. Let me just tell you in it. So cool. We was working with a manufacturer one time, and they've got this like little window, this time frame where if you purchase 100 products from them, 100 blanks, because that's what they do. They don't print as well. They just offer blanks, high quality blanks. And with my brand, if you've already shopped from us, then you know quality is everything to us, innit? So yeah, we've managed to buy the 100 blanks coincidentally within the time frame. So we've basically just signed ourselves up for this raffle where the winner gets £5,000. Do you know what I mean? So coincidentally as well, lucky us, we've actually won the raffle. So you know what I'm saying, we're now 5k up all of a sudden as a startup. I'm thinking, oh, glory to God, these are the things we prayed for as a startup. Do you know what it feels like to just have this money out of nowhere, to just and we are disciplined, you know, like we were passionate. We are always going to just put it into the brand. That's literally what we was planning. That we was like, oh my days, yo, they just announced the raffle, we won, my nigga. Okay, cool. So what design should we go for? What should we do? Tracksuit. Because obviously if we had to do it with our own money, a tracksuit would probably be too expensive. So should we just like do a tracksuit? You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. We could do another set of hoodies. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Let's get a portion of that and then also get someone to record a really sick video. Yo, we was figuring out how to use this 5K. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously the manufacturer, like, they didn't even have a description of like their whole setup. But now when it's coming to us claiming this £5,000, they're saying, oh, we was actually thinking we could do paid ads for you guys, blah 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 blah, as part of like a thing that we're building, so you guys could be the first ones. Your brand is the perfect model, like I could like blah 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 blah. And you know what I'm saying, like we were just like, nah man, we just want to buy stock, you know, we just want to buy stock and shit like that. So then they're like, okay, cool, fine, if we're transferring, we're gonna have to transfer B2B. It can't be, you know what I'm saying, it can't be B2C, it has to be a B2B. So that's essentially when we started registering our business, like officially, like on a company house and stuff. Because obviously now I'm thinking, okay, cool, we're gonna need a business bank account in it. So now we're gunning for it. But now there's like delays. Next, you know, it's like it's been a month since we won the raffle, you know. Now we're coming back to claim, and they're like, oh, like in the end, in conclusion, we never got the 5K. Bad people. But like I said, you know what I'm saying, we're still here, you know. I'm talking about a story that was all the way back in second year. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, once again, resilience is everything. Consistency is everything, because that's just one of many hurdles. And after you get through it just looks the same height as every other one. Do you know what I mean? At the time, we're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And the pain that we was feeling was like, oh. But all in all, it's like, all glory to God, we're still here, still striving, still very much passionate. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I will see you guys soon. I'm trying to be a whole lot more consistent, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be dropping 3 bangers a week, if possible. It's just editing, man. Editing's long, you know, because you have to really listen to yourself. You have to think, oh, okay, cool, where am I losing people's attention span? Okay, cool, I'm taking too long to answer that. Should I chop it right here? Should I what? Okay, cool, this whole part here is so irrelevant, unnecessary, blah, 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 type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, see you at the next one. Bye for now. Don't get left behind. Guiltyera.